circular breath. And as we're doing this amazing circular breath, breathing into the threefold flame, making it bright and beautiful in the air vortex, sending it into our solar plexus with the fire breath of the Almighty, coming back out through our solar plexus, out the back of us and into the threefold flame, making it brighter. I want you to know that as you're doing this, and if you'd like to create a regular practice of this, it's suggested that each of these elemental vortexes be spending 7 days on the air vortex, the fire vortex, and now the water vortex. And with this, it'll rise our vibration up into the fourth dimension after doing all of that's incredible, Anne. Anne's feeling a burning sensation as she's doing this, little burning away anything that is literally, it'll go into the cellular memory of your body, burning away these emotional attachments, these past experiences. Obviously, the water vortex, emotions can be very uncomfortable. They can bring a lot of stagnation. They can create a lot of debilitating emotional reactions. They can create a lot of aspects of keeping us stuck and stagnant. So with this gift of being able to rise up and use your spirit vortex or the air vortex and create that threefold flame with the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the Christ consciousness in the center, allowing for that, and then the fire breath to burn away, use the tools. So that's really what the magical mothering method is a ton of resources and tools to get you from a place of where you are to a place that you could only dream of. I could never have dreamt of my life this way, of being able to have such clarity and have the ability to have my higher self or spirit move and work through me to guide and help others. So if this is something that you're longing for, if your emotions are out of control and just kind of keep overtaking you, use this practice today and then connect with me and let's create some more resources together. So as we get kind of back into that breath, releasing everything that is no longer serving us with a big giant exhale. On that first inhale, ignite that threefold flame. And then exhale. And on the inhale, we're going to ignite the threefold flame and send it into our solar plexus with the fire breath of the Almighty, looping it behind us and back into the threefold flame. And I want to share the I am statements for the today while we kind of just stay in a space of breathing and allowing. Be still and know that I am God is such a powerful statement. You cannot say the I am God part without realizing that you are a piece of the divine. So when emotions happen today, in yourself, in those around you, on Facebook, in social media, with our children, simply stating, be still and know that I am God. Allowing for that fire breath of the Almighty to come through your solar plex, burning away any cords of attachment that you have to others' emotional reactions. Allowing for yourself to be reminded of your divinity, of your connection, of your knowing, of your beingness. and allowing for this statement to resonate in a way that is never before, because you cannot read those words and they not atone in your own beingness, in your own I amness, which is really powerful. I have transmuted all my emotions into harmony by giving my divine presence dominion. This is again that adorning, right? When we give something dominion over our lives, we are giving the divine dominion, rulership, ownership in a way. And if I want anything owning me, it's the divine presence. Really allowing, because I mean, this would be a great journal prompt. What is having dominion over you right now? What emotion is having dominion? What thought is finances having dominion over you? Is your relationship having dominion over you? Is your stress or your anxiety having dominion over you? And really creating a experiential upliftment of allowing for your emotions to be transmuted in that threefold flame, giving harmony, giving into harmony, and letting the divine presence have dominion. And this is not about religion. I'd like to just make that really clear right now. This is not about religion. This is about you as a spiritual being having the ability to reconnect with source. So that's what this is. I am continually utilizing the divine qualities of discernment and discrimination. Yes, need more of that. Discernment and discrimination. I am gently leading my feelings and emotions into the divine's garden of harmony and balance. Again, if you'd like to look at these I am statements or these statements about the water vortex, they are in the Mighty Networks group, magical-mothering.mn.co. So you don't have to feel like you have to remember these. You can simply go into that space and get all of them. I am determined to live truth from my innermost being. I am perpetually a manifest expression of spiritual truth. And that is something that really working with and becoming disciplined with this threefold flame and the fire breath of the Almighty and the statement, I am the harmony of my true being. That is the I am statement for the water vortex. I am the harmony of my true being. And this goes a lot. I'm going to write down the rest of them and share them in the Mighty Networks group. And really going through, and when we go through the process of gathering up our inner children, like we do in the Magical Mothering Method, allowing for I am the harmony of my true being, realizing that we are this multi-layered, multi-leveled being that has all of our experiences. Imagine every experience that has had an emotional attachment to it is floating around you right now. Every being. So, I mean, what, as a child, that's thousands? I mean, because that's, if there's 365 days a year, as a child, you most likely had an emotional reaction at least once a day. And as it got you know, as you got older, they might happen less and less, which is why childhood memories stick out. Very highly charged emotional childhood memories stick out, where they weren't daily. Maybe they were every other day or once a week, or maybe there was that kid on the playground every day. And that has a whole entity, a whole little being, all of unto itself. We are separated into thousands of pieces through just this lifetime. This is not including the experiences of our previous lifetimes. So when we actually think of the complexity of who and what our true beings are and what this journey is, this is not a cut and dry space. This is not a, I'm going to heal myself and be on with it. Anne and I were having a very amazing, insightful conversation a few days ago in the after sessions, which are again available in the Mighty Networks, about our lives and the wheel of the year, not being a wheel, but it being a spiral. And this is something that I've been honoring in the bringing the Wild Within planners, that there is a spiral aspect to our journeys. And each time I feel like we go back or through the spiral, we pick up more of those pieces of our true selves. This process of working with these vortexes is helping quicken that, so we can pull in the spiritual aspects of ourselves, pull in and connect with the energies of those pieces of ourselves, and pull in and transmute and integrate, so that we can truly say, I am the harmony of my true self. And allowing for that to be a thing that can resonate. So again, anytime we're working with these I am statements, some of them are not going to feel true. Some of them are just not going to feel true, right? As we state these things, we're like, that's kind of off. That's not true today. You know, there could be some things that happen where, as we're going through these, you're like, I would like for that to be true, but that's not true right now. And that's what these I am statements are for. There's a really, and this, you know, when I was a few years ago, tapping is still very effective. EFT or tapping. We can do this in another session. And yet what I feel like is coming through are things that are not just for the physical body, because I work with people that are not just working with their physical bodies. I am working with people who are very much spiritual beings, who know that they are here as healers, or at least know that they are here for something bigger. And so I'm no longer just sharing tools or resources for the physical body. I'm sharing tools and resources to bring us up into our fourth dimensional spiritual beings, our spiritual bodies, so that we can create space to make different choices, learn different lessons, and learn them faster, more effectively, more efficiently, so that we're not going through this life as a struggle anymore, continuing to do the same things with different faces. So I'm excited to hear what emotions do come up today, because as we're working with this water vortex and the emotionality of I am in harmony with my true being, as we begin to breathe that and resonate in that space and live that, what does that create for you? What aspects and circular expressions does this create? What does it bring up? And knowing that when we have an emotional breakthrough, that I like, when I have a session with somebody and they're crying and they're like, I'm so sorry, I'm like, I make people cry for a living, because that's what brings healing. When I get you to a point where you have an emotional release, it means that we've moved through that stagnation that has been keeping you in the same space for however long you've been in the same space. So know that this is a process that is going to release. And, you know, the poem that came through, the Divine Feminine video that came through yesterday and was released. It's all about releasing. And so the water vortex, yet again, is this release. Think of, you know, water being held up by a dam and the dam breaking and it being released. There is no holding that back again. There is no containing that again. It has to flow to completion till every last bit, until it goes back into the river or the trickle or the stream or whatever it was prior to being dammed up. And that can take some time. So be gentle with yourself through this releasing process. So thanks so much for being here today. I'm grateful for the opportunity and the experience that this is bringing up and sharing. So again, hop on over to the Mighty Networks group, and I'll put the link in the video so you can do that. And I'll see you all tomorrow.